Alright, so I got this amazing package from It Cosmetics 2 weeks ago, I think. But I was only home for one day and I literally only had time to open the box. I didn't even have time to take everything out of the little individual packages that it came in. So I'm gonna do that now. I was just really stoked when I opened it. And I love It Cosmetics, so obviously I was excited. I'm gonna start off with the first box, which is the Dull Skin. Haven't even taken the sleeves off. I did dip into one of them. I can't remember. But I did look at one and I was like, I don't even have time to do this. What am I doing? And I had to put it back down. It's all so beautifully packaged. I actually want to go through and swatch some things. I'm so sad I'm leaving town again in like 2 days. I won't really get to play with this till next week. Alright, so this is a Perfect Lighting Radiant Touch Magic Wand. Totally loving the packaging on this. Oh, it's a clicker. Fancy! It's super creamy. Oh yeah, I like the consistency of that. I find a really good way to swatch for how a product's gonna look with your texture is on the back of your hands, because you have so many little bitty fine lines back there and you can really see how it's gonna settle into things. This looks really nice. I like it. Then there's this Airbrush Perfecting Powder. Aside from this being illuminating, it also is SPF 50, UVA, and UVB. You know, answers for dull skin. Absolutely gonna be adding some of that to my kit. Alright, so next one. Anybody who follows me, you know, I've been on the struggle bus with acne for like 9 years now. I'm always looking for good acne solutions just in case I'm going through a breakout, or so I have something to refer other people to. So I actually just saw this, I think, on their Instagram today, and I was like, oh snap, I bet that's what's in my box, and it is. It's what's in my box. It says it's a drying lotion and concealer all in one. Oh, this is full coverage too. Awesome sauce. I've got a nice little scar right there because I get carried away with my curl wand. So I'm gonna blot that there and see what it does. It's doing a pretty good job. I'm gonna just go ahead and swatch that whole area because it's hard when you have that discoloration if you don't color correct first. Obviously it doesn't match my skin, but you can still see my blemish through there. But yeah, I really like the texture of it, the consistency. We have Bye Bye Breakout Blemish Minimizing Weightless Finishing Veil. So this is a powder. Looks like it's a loose powder. And there's a translucent, a light medium, and a tan rich. This light medium looks a little bit dark, just peering in. That is so soft. Oh my goodness, it feels like really silky pantyhose. This is one of those times when it would be real good to make sure your camera's recording before you start, because mine wasn't. I just picked up the box that was Aging and Dry Skin, and it had the Confidence in a Cleanser in it. I use the Confidence in a Cream. Freaking love it. I love the way it smells, the way it feels, the way it wears. Generally, I would only use a really moisturizing product at night because I am more oily and acne prone. For whatever reason, that moisturizer wears well for me during the day even, so I love it, and I feel like I'm gonna end up loving this cleanser as well. I also really love the packaging. It's like so simple and clean, and I don't know, it just kind of makes me happy to look at it. I also had already opened this one. It was the Lines and Wrinkles. I had swatched it already, but I'm gonna do it again. I was super impressed with this foundation. I'm going to pull the light out and swatch it. This is a invisible coverage, which means like sheer. It is definitely a very sheer coverage, but I love the way this feels. It feels so lush and creamy. It's kind of like if you've tried the CC cream. This reminds me of the CC cream. I don't know, this is a little more moisturizing, and it like, I guess the CC cream is a little bit lighter and it feels like it spreads faster. It's a little more watery maybe. This one feels more creamy as you spread it, but not heavy, if that makes sense. Like it's not heavy at all. I love the way it feels right now. It feels really good and hydrating and moisturizing and all that, but once it dries, like I said, I swatched it earlier when I thought I was recording and I wasn't. As it dries, it just feels really good. It doesn't start to oxidize or get weird, or like I'm being weird with my hand to make, you know, move the skin and all that. It feels really nice. I think it's gonna be great. On to the next. Redness! I actually have no idea what's in this box. I've tried some of their other Redness products and I did really like them. For those who like to color correct, I'm talking like I know what's in here, but I'm assuming this is gonna be more like color correcting stuff. It is! This is a Bye Bye Redness Skin Relief Treatment. I can't talk right now. Skin Relief Treatment Moisturizer, and then there's a Redness Erasing Correcting Powder, and a neutralizing correcting cream. So I have used this and it actually does work really well. I really like it on men's skin. I mean, I like it on women too, but for men, it's a little bit more of a natural look. So I like to just pounce it onto the skin where it's needed and then kind of just blend it out and do a little powder. This is nice. It's kind of cooling almost. It absorbs really quickly, but not in a way like a cheap moisturizer would. It looks like more of a kind of a healthy glow to it. I'm okay with this. I'll take it. I was gonna not swatch all of this, but I can't like do this video and not swatch, you know? So I really like the packaging on this first of all. That's like real fancy. All the other powders I have from them I think are just a black case. Celebration Foundation and the Bye Bye Pores. I really like this case. I guess I'll swatch it with the sponge since that's what it comes with. That feels good. It's actually a decent coverage powder. Gonna have to try this out at some point. Test it for you. Here's to hoping my makeup still looks good, because I just had to take a lengthy break. I twice thought that I was recording and I wasn't. Gonna redo that for the third time now. I had just gone through the... I don't know. Oh, no. I don't know. What am I doing? Oh. The older I get, the more I'm noticing that I am seeing my pores. More and mores. Ooh. Bye Bye Pores Illumination. Whoa. That's exciting. I have the Bye Bye Pores blush already and I love it. It's one of my favorite blushes. I think it looks good on everybody. And I always recommend it to people because it blends so nicely. Ooh, I like that little shimmer. That's pretty. It's very subtle. This is not like a highlight. I am excited to use that one. For everybody's favorite friend, the dark circles. Oh yeah, so this was the one that I did take some time to open before. Bye Bye Under Eye. Little concealing pot. This is a complete coverage, which means full coverage. So yeah, I had opened this when I got the package. It was the only thing I opened. I started to get really excited and I had to make myself stop because I just knew I would get carried away and waste time, and had to leave the next day to Kenya, I think. Sad I didn't get to play with it. These are super lightweight, by the way. So these are plastic containers. They're not glass, which I like. I like the luxury of having a glass pot, but it adds a lot of weight, so pretty down for the plastic. Ooh, that's creamy. It's very much like the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer, but in a cream instead of a liquid. It's a very similar consistency and it looks the same when I put it on. I personally usually prefer to have a squeeze tube of something. Since I am doing makeup on other people a lot, it is more sanitary, and really even if it's makeup on myself, it's more sanitary to squeeze something out instead of like dipping my finger or a brush into something. And I would never do that on a client. I would scoop it out, but then I always scoop out extra and I go through the product quicker. But yeah, I'm excited to play with these and see what they do. So that's the Bye Bye Under Eye.
One of these days, I'm going to figure this little app out. It's weird, this app keeps separating my voice from the video, so it'll be either behind or ahead like 3 or 4 seconds. I'm going to redo these last 2 boxes.
This is what's inside. We got a Brow Power powder, a pomade, and a brush, and unfortunately, I was really excited about the brush because you can never have too many angled brushes for yourself or for clients, for eyeliner, eyebrows. The little cap thing was pushed down and it got all bent up. I did swatch the power powder. I do really like it. It's very soft. I mean, look at that. Look at that pigment. Oh, it just blends on so nicely. The pomade, it's just got like the short little mascara wand. It smells good, meaning it doesn't really smell like anything. I don't like when products smell all funky. I love using powder on top of either my pomade or pencils just to fill everything in. I also really like to use it by itself if I'm in a hurry. This color is Universal Taupe, which is my favorite brow pencil because it matches my hairs pretty closely. Eyes and lashes. So when I opened this initially, I thought it was the Superhero Mascara, which you all know I love. It's my favorite. I have it on right now. Then I realized it's a liner, and I'm super stoked. I did already swatch this, but like I said, my camera was messing up. This eyeliner is amazing. Even if you're pressing it all the way down, it doesn't drag off the layer of eyeliner that you already have put on. Most eyeliners, you can only go over it maybe twice, and then it starts to gather and it like peels off in a layer, and then you have to kind of dab it to put more and cover the spot that peeled off, and it's such a mess. But this, like, you can just keep going over and over and over and over and over, and it, like, it's not lifting at all. I really love the tip of it is pretty fine, so you can just do like really light strokes and get a really fine line. Yeah, I'm like legit impressed with this. Anyhow, yeah, I'm really excited about all the stuff that they're launching. I don't know if I can really say what my favorite thing is so far. I'm insanely impressed with this. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many good products. I'm excited. I'm also really excited about the brow powder. Anyway, we'll see. I'm going to keep reviewing stuff as the weeks go on, and I'll, you know, tag it on Instagram and stories and all that stuff. So if you're not following me on Instagram, do that. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Here, if you're not subscribed, you should probably subscribe. And you know, if you want to know even more about what's going on, and if you want to see more of my modeling side of things, you can always go follow me on Patreon and be a supporter there. I share pretty much everything there, and that's where all my behind the scenes stuff goes. So even when I'm traveling, I obviously take a crap ton of pictures on, not just on my phone, but we film on our Osmo and on our Sony. And so all of the behind the scenes photos I put into little photo albums for Patreon, so they get to see like everything. Hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more like unboxing kind of stuff, let me know. I don't normally do unboxings as a YouTube video, but I was just really excited about the way this package came, and I would have 100% done the same thing unboxing for the Too Faced Glitter PR package, but I legit opened it about 5 minutes before I had to leave for the airport, and I was heartbroken that I couldn't stay and play with it. Like, it tore me up. And JD talked me into taking the skates with me, so I packed them quickly, took a few of the glosses and the palette. I totally would have done a video for that had I been able to stay home and film it, or had I been able to pack that entire box in my suitcase. I would love to do more videos like this if you're into it. If not, like, I am happy to do the unboxings on Instagram. I just felt like this one was a lot. It would have been little video after video and pictures and talking, and I think it could have just overwhelmed people, so I wanted to do a video. Hope you all have a fantabulous day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever. I don't know. I have followers all around the world. In fact, tell me where you're from if you make it to the end of this video.